So I'm going to be reading Dimensions and Materials of the Temple. So if you're like a carpenter or, somebody that builds things, this is going to be the story for you. If not, it might seem a little boring, but like I say, the Bible has purpose for everything in it. So it's good to know the work that went into this, because there was a lot of hard work that went into building this temple. So let's get into it. Now Solomon began to build the house of the Lord at Jerusalem on Mount Moriah, where the Lord had appeared to his father David at the place that David had prepared on the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. Okay. And he began to build on the 2nd day of the 2nd month in the 4th year of his reign. This is the foundation which Solomon laid for building the house of God. The length was 60 cubits by cubits according to the former measure, and the width 20 cubits. And the vestibule that was in front of the sanctuary, I'm not sure what that is. If anybody knows, let me know. Length was 60 cubits by 60 cubits according to the former measure, and the width 20 cubits. And the vestibule that was in front of the sanctuary was 20 cubits long across the width of the house, and height was 120. He overlaid the inside with pure gold. The larger room he paneled with cypress, which he overlaid with fine gold, and he carved palm trees and chainwork on it. So that really sounds beautiful. I mean, that had to be just a gorgeous piece of work. It's just, that's wonderful. Let's see. And he decorated the house with precious stones for beauty, and gold was gold from Parvaim. He also overlaid the house, the beams and the doorposts, its walls and doors with gold, and he carved cherubim on the walls. And he made the most holy place. Its length was according to the width of the house. Can you imagine that? The holy place being the whole width of your house? Man, what a beautiful. Its length was according to the width of the house, 20 cubits, and its width 20 cubits. He overlaid it with 600 talents of fine gold. The weight of the nails was 50 shekels of gold, and he overlaid the upper area with gold. In the most holy place he made 2 cherubim, fashioned by carving, and overlaid them with gold. The wings of the cherubim were 20 cubits in overall length. One wing of the one cherub was 5 cubits, touching the wall of the room, and the other wing was 5 cubits, touching the wing of the other cherub. That's beautiful. One wing of the other cherub was 5 cubits, touching the wall of the room, and the other wing also was 5 cubits, touching the wing of the other cherub. The wings of this cherubim spanned 20 cubits overall. They stood on their feet, and they faced inward. And he made the veil of blue, purple, crimson, and fine linen, and wove cherubim into it. Also he made in front of the temple 2 pillars 35 cubits high, and the capital that was on the top of each of them was 5 cubits. He made wreaths of chainwork, as in the inner sanctuary, and put them on top of the pillars, and he made 100 pomegranates, and put them on the wreaths of the chainwork. That's a lot of work right there. I mean, just that, in itself. I mean, can you just imagine doing all this work? I mean, of course, it's going to be a blessing because it's, God's temple, but, just imagine being part of that. Then he set up the pillars before the temple, one on the right hand and the other on the left. He called the name of the one on the right hand Jachin, and the name of the one on the left Boaz. So they were based off of a couple pillars of Israeli society. Boaz, he was the great-granddaddy of King David. And Jachin, I can't remember who Jachin was. If y'all remember, please tell me. But I remember Joaquin was important too. So otherwise he wouldn't name him that. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot of thought going into this work. You know, it wasn't like he just said, let's just throw a couple things together. You know, there was a lot of thought. There was like, let's put this and this and this and this and made it beautiful, you know. And so, you know, I researched, you know, our house, and it's basically called a ranch style, which I didn't even know there was a style. I didn't know anything. But basically, the ranch style has like the big porch on the front, you know, and I love our big porch, you know. When it's nice outside, I love to just sit out there and read or listen to music or just listening to the birds, you know, watch my girls ride bikes. You know, I mean, um, there was thought, you know, put into our house of, you know, whoever built it, how they wanted it to be, you know. And I'm blessed that this is the house that God gave us, you know, because I prayed about it. I'm like, God, I want the house that you have for us. And God opened a door for us to buy it, and I'm thankful for it. I get to say I have my own house. It's pretty nice. So, anyway, thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Peace.